Hey, this is Cahlen. Today I'm going for a ride, an 8-mile ride on my new Rad Rover electric bike to basically go pick up the front seat to my truck. So I took out the passenger side front seat so that it would be easy for me to get in and out of the car. But where I am right now, I have offered to help someone who's having medical issues get around. And that's going to last me about, I think, till the end of August. So I want to put the seat back in so that I'm able to do that. Now, I could just drive the truck down and go get it, but I had this plan of eventually getting full time onto the bike and not needing the truck anymore. And so this seems like kind of a trial run to see how things go driving on the streets. So I'm gonna be picking up the seat using this little trailer I have, and I'll talk a little bit about what my plans are for that thing in just a second. But first I'm gonna show you kind of a closer look at the bike itself. So right here you can see is the battery, and this thing I can take on and off, and it has a key on it so that I can lock it to the bike, and I can also basically turn the power on and off. The tires on these things are fat tires, so they're good for going in both on streets and kind of in off-road, including in snow and stuff like that. It has basically a little device here which tells me what the power is, tells me stats like how far I've driven, how much, what my average speed is, and all that type of stuff. I have added these, I think these are called panniers or something like that. They basically just attach to this rack, which I also added. The rack doesn't come with it, but you can order it from their site. And these can hold quite a bit, and so, I mean, basically as much as a backpack, like a backpacking pack can hold. And so eventually I'm going to figure out some other stuff. I'm going to put a rack on the front, expand the rack on the back so I can hold more things. And then the plan for this thing is to attach a solar panel across the top and make it kind of a lid that I can open. And inside will be kind of a secondary battery and food and anything like that I need to be carrying around with me, so that I can basically go anywhere just using the power of the sun. So that's the first look at the bike, and I'm about to set off on this little adventure, and I'll take you along the way, and hopefully it all works out. So I'm just stopping here for a brief second to kind of show you the type of roads that I'm traveling on. Back there right behind me, that's basically a highway, so it's about 50 to 55 miles per hour, cars going by. But I didn't really have any trouble. That trailer is actually pretty narrow, and I think it doesn't really extend much beyond what the bike does with the panniers on it. So staying to the side of the road and letting cars go by seems to go pretty smoothly. The nice thing about the town that I'm in is they also have a trail right next to this highway which goes all along it, down basically along the river, and it's going to take me the rest of the way. So I'm about 5 miles in. Remember, this is an 8-mile drive to get there. So the next 3 miles is going to be on trail. All right, I made it to the storage place, and I've installed the seat on the cart. And I went a total of 8.8 miles, and the battery meter still reads full. So that's pretty good. A lot of that was downhill, and I will be going uphill now to get back. And I have more weight that I'm hauling now, so I imagine that that's going to drain the battery much quicker than the way getting over here. So here's the seat, kind of strapped down to the trailer. All right, so I'm back home, and like I said, there are definitely more uphills going that way, so let's take a look at the little reader on there and see how we did. So I think that's probably about 30-40 pounds that I added there. And we have this reader. Now in the upper right you can see 16.1, that's how many miles I went. In the upper left, that is how many bars of power I have left. So there's 5 when it's full, and I still have 3, so I could probably do that trip one more time on this battery. Now you can see behind me here I have a solar panel. It's a 100-watt solar panel, and it's basically running through my truck. And while I'm using the bike with one of the batteries, I have another battery in there, which is basically the backup. So I could go one whole trip back to the city, and then once I got back, I would have this one available to do 2 more of those trips, and that includes hauling things. So Pretty impressive. I think that if I was able to get this solar panel set up on the top of that trailer there and put a nice little charging system in, I'd be able to haul stuff, and actually I bet you I could live off of my bike without needing a truck. So that's kind of something I'd like to try and get to at some point. So if you're interested in seeing how that goes, you can subscribe, just follow what I'm doing, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.